and my dear friends. At the outset, let me thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all today. As I may not be from your profession, but from a similar profession, and we both together, the advocates and also ACS, they practice together in NCLT. And there are many other forums there where they are jointly appearing. So I have one, that is the only common connection between me and you, otherwise I am an odd man out here. In fact, I don't have business and I am not a business company advocate also. I am a criminal advocate basically. But as a member of Bar Council of India earlier, we used to regulate the professional conduct of the advocates and also the legal education in the country. And by virtue of that, I had an opportunity to interact with the associations and the official bodies of the company secretaries, and we jointly organized a few programs. And that's how I got connected with the ACS. And I think what the advice Mr. Agarwal and Mr. Tatla has given to all with regard to the profession, that hard work is very important. We had a very senior advocate, Mr. Padmanabhan, he is no more, but he was very highly respected in the bar and very senior advocate, criminal side, and one of the most best advocate which the country has ever seen in the criminal side. And his son is judge now in High Court, Ramchanderrao. So he used to tell us, when I was the president of the bar, we used to conduct lectures for the junior advocates, and he used to tell, to become a successful advocate, to become a successful professional, three things are very much important. One is hard work, and which can never be dispensed with. Hard work is very important, which has been even stressed by Mr. Hanmant and Mr. Agarwal also. And second is sincerity and honesty to the client. That is very much important. And of course, third one is a little bit luck. These three factors makes a professional successful in their life. And I think today, the company secretaries has a lot of opportunities. As just now earlier speaker said that people want, I want a company secretary in my office, like that. And it is a scarce material today, as he said rightly. And today, as far as the proportion if is taken, I think every 10 lakh paid up capital company needs one ACS. 10 crore. So if we see the comparison in that way, I think 1:3 or something is there. Gap is there. So a lot of scope is there. So there, I think then unemployment is not there here. It may be anywhere elsewhere, but not here. So therefore you are lucky to be pursuing this course. So therefore the industry also expects a lot from you. Today, you believe it or not, you may agree or not, today we are living in a commercial world. People may criticize the suit boot ki sarkar, this and that. But without corporates, the world will not exist. The corporate system has come to us, and we have to live with it. And that is, in fact, making economy strong for any country. And today we are also strong because our corporate system is strong. There are a lot of amendments in company laws, there are a lot of amendments in other laws, allied laws. And today in India, if you see, that many companies have collapsed because of the ill advice or whatever it may be. And who are the ultimate sufferers? It is not only the company and the people who work there, but even the country. So therefore, the responsibility of the nation's economy also is on you. So give proper advice and to be, to keep the company intact and live and also make it profitable. When you see this, I think what Mr. Prime Minister has said on that day, when Mr. P.P. Chaudhary was the law minister, and he organized it, he invited me also to that, but I couldn't come because of the sessions were going on here. So the same thing that today the country has to become strong in the world. Today India is no more a begging poor country. We are not going to the world for begging, to ask IMF our funds and all. Today we are in a position to give financial aids to many other countries. That is the greatness of the country now. We are in a situation not only to sustain ourselves, but to support several countries. The many countries like Nigeria, other African countries, in Sri Lanka and other countries are now looking towards our country for financial aid, and we are doing it. Today the world has seen that we have given vaccination to nearly 56 countries. We have given them vaccination to many countries free of cost. And today India has become such a central point in the world. And today wherever you go, India is a very important focal point, either in economical side or either in business side or whatever you see. Today we are able to sustain the growth rate even in spite of the pandemic. We are seeing China now, the banks are on strike there. The banks are collapsing there. If you see any country in the world, you have seen Brexit, how it has disturbed the European and UK's economy. But our country, in spite of all these things, all these odds, India is growing strong. Today, our GDP has now come in this quarter, I think double figure, we have touched it, we have touched double figure, 10%. And in spite of all these odds, we are seeing that country is developing like anything. India has got potentiality. I always used to say that when Indians are successful in America, Indians are successful, the top most businessmen, hotels, models, and doctors, professionals in America are Indians. In NASA, the top 10 scientists are Indians. One of them top 10 scientists in NASA. And if you go to UK, I have been regularly visiting UK and other places to inspect the universities where they pursue the law courses for Indian students. I have seen the Indians are successful as advocates, as businessmen. You have seen Hinduja, Swaraj Pal and all those things. They are from in European market they have captured. So in Africa, nearly 70% of the economy is controlled by Indians. Mainly Gujaratis, Nigeria, Kenya. Today Nigeria is being developed only by Indian companies. Our Indian railways have taken over the development for railways and all. So today Indians as such are successful and prosperous everywhere in the world, except in India. You should ponder why. That is where we have to now find out. When we go to US, that is maybe by a survival instinct maybe giving us that strength to develop and grow. But why that instinct can't work when we come for a country? Today we have large natural resources. We have tourism potentiality, we have mineral potentiality, we have everything. We have, and the most important potentiality which we have is human resource. Today the world requires the Indian technocrats. Today they require human resource. Today that is the greatest strength for us, for this country. Earlier it was a taboo when people used to study here and go abroad and work there. They said, brain drain, we used to call it. He studied here with Indian money, he was serving in other countries. But today it is not brain drain, it is a matter of pride, it is a matter of pride for the country. That today our youngsters, our technocrats, our students here are called to other countries to work there. It is a matter of pride for us now. And I think if tomorrow we may become one of the greatest power in the world, economic power also. Because today if you compare this, India is the fifth largest growing economy in the world. Fifth largest growing economy in the world. Today we have power sector. After Russia and Japan, India is the largest power producing country now. So we have improved in every way. Earlier we used to import wheat, now we are exporting wheat. Earlier we used to import vehicles, now we are exporting vehicles, spare parts, other things. So therefore I think this is where India's growth has to be seen. And when the businesses are growing, when the corporate sectors are growing, the role of company secretaries is very responsible and very important for us. So therefore, after your graduation from here, when you come out from this course and when you come out in the market, I think your responsibility is much more. And I feel that all of my youngsters here, that this young energy has to be channelized and also to be used for this country's progress and country's development. And that's what where I feel, because Swami Vivekananda said once that I hold every educated man a traitor as long as he forgets about his own country, which has given him such education and such progress in his life so far. So therefore, let us not be traitors for the country. Let us work for the development of the country. Let us work for the improvement of the Indian business, and see that we work hard and we work honestly. And the ACS professional course should attract more and more students, because there is a lot of dearth here, a lot of gap is there, a lot of necessity is there. So I think these few words, I thank once again the organizers for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. And thank you once again.